Hello, everyone. Good morning. Hello. Welcome to Watercolor Wednesday. It is day 2 of the throwback. So we're going to do another project from the throwback. This one is, it's so fun. There's so many different ways that you can use it. So I decided to take this Wednesday and we're going to do another project. So it will be really fun. Let me say hi to my people. Welcome to all of you. Thank you for joining me. Let's see who is on. Janice, hello from California. We'll have to watch the replay. That's okay. No worries about that. I'm happy even to get you for 5 minutes. Let's see who else. Sandy, hello from Bookings. Kimberly Ann is on. Okay, who saw me on Instagram, you guys? This was my first. I did a little sneak preview on Instagram Live this morning to get some of our Instagram followers to head on over. So who happened to see me on Instagram that was on social media this morning? It was just literally 5 minutes ago. And I was only on for about 5 minutes and just did a little sneak peek of the project today. Let's see, who else? Linda, hello, good morning. Diana, overcast San Jose, rain is on the way later. We are fogged. We had so much fog this morning. It was just really dreary. So I'm thrilled to get on with all of you people, and this will just brighten my day. So let's see. Good morning, Laura from Pasadena. Nice today, but predicting lots of rain in the next 2 days. Oh, it's coming. Teresa, good morning. Hello. Joy, hello. Elaine from Albany. How's your day going? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Elaine? Carol, good morning. Cherie, hello. Ellen, hello. Rain, hello. This week again. Oh, hello again this week. Okay, who was on with me yesterday? And who will be on with me tomorrow? So tomorrow I have another live in the morning. This will be at our new Facebook page for Bible journaling. So all of our Bible journaling people will see me over on the new Facebook page, Watercolor in the Word. And I believe I'll be on this one too. Joel, will I be on both tomorrow? Both Facebook pages. Okay, so I'll be on both. But if you haven't joined us over on Watercolor in the Word and it's something that you are interested in, head on over and give us a follow on that. Let's see, who else? Ellen, hello to you. I so enjoy when we get to spend time with Miss Bonnie multiple times in a week. Me too, with all my friends out here, you guys. I just love it. I absolutely love it. Debbie, hello. Debbie is in fog with us. She is in Salem, and so she's been in the fog. Sharon, hello. Jeanette, hello. Good to have you on. Hello, and Cindy from Kansas. Hello. Samantha from Georgia. Good to have you. Barbara, hello from Missouri. Good to have you on, Barbara. Let's see. Sherry from Rainy, Washington. Yep. We know on the West Coast that we're headed for the rain, especially the Northwest. Let's see. Kimberly Ann says she did. She saw me on Instagram this morning. This was my first time doing that, you guys. So, the first time of anything is, for me, because I'm old. I'm old and it's hard to teach me new things. So I usually have Kim or Joel literally 5 inches away from me to help me. So that was a first, but actually it wasn't bad. Linda, hello. Yes, on Instagram. Okay, Linda, you saw me on Instagram. Thank you for that. Let's see. Linda Meyer from Wisconsin. Good to have you on. Veronica, welcome. Barbara from Washington, Rainy, Washington. Jerry Lynn from Idaho. Lorraine says, looking forward to some of today's project. We'll watch the rest later. Absolutely, Renee. Thanks for being on. As long as you are able to, we appreciate it. Jane says, pretty Christmas blouse. Okay, you guys, I do not own a lot of red. I think I've worn the 2 red things that I have. So, it's Christmas and I need some Christmas colors. So you know what's next? My Christmas sweatshirts. That's what's going to be coming up. My Christmas sweaters and sweatshirts. Because I got to stay in the season. And I hope you guys are wearing yours too. Let's see. Diana says, T-Mobile, good morning, everyone. Thank you, T-Mobile, for free in-flight Wi-Fi. Headed home. Diane, She is headed home and can be on with us. Yay. Good to have you on, Diane. Let's see, Christy. Um, let's see. Yes, here today and tomorrow. Okay, Sherry, thank you. Yes, Kim, watercolor in the Word, art impressions, Bible journaling. That's where we are on Facebook. So that's a pretty new Facebook page. So those of you who are interested in that and follow along with that, everything related to Bible journaling is on that Facebook page. So those videos are much easier to find if you're looking for past videos. So that's part of the reason that we did it. Okay, let's see. Simone is on. Hello. Kristen, hello from Blaine. Never to miss where, Linda, try never to miss where whenever you're on. Thank you so much, Linda. That just means so much to me. Thank you. Polly, hello from Idaho. Beautiful day here. Can't wait to see what you have for us. Ordered my stamp yesterday. Thank you for that. Yes, we're going to do another one of those throwbacks, and any more of these throwback sets. I really like to include things to make them more versatile. And then I got to show you how they are versatile. So we're sort of encroaching on Watercolor Wednesday, but I really feel like it's worth it because I want you to if you get this set, I want you to get it home, and then I want you to use it and use it in different ways so that you can mix it up with things that maybe you already have. And I think this set is super versatile like that. And we're going to do that little wagon. We're going to put the little presents in the wagon, and we're going to do that one today. Okay, Jane says on Thursday, ? I'm confused. Okay, Jane, it's a spur of the moment one. It is not a planned live. And if you go to that Facebook page, you can get more information on it. But in a nutshell, Kim had a little contest between two older projects that I did several years ago for Bible journaling, several years ago. And she found those in the archives, pulled up those projects, and then just did a little contest to see which one everybody wanted to see. And then I said I would just go on and do a live. And so that is tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific time. I'm going to be on doing that live. Just a simple little project, probably take maybe 30 minutes. So I'm going to jump on live and do that. So no wonder you're confused. So it's very spur of the moment. And I may do more of those, but I'll let you know. And especially if you go over to that Facebook group and you hit follow, every time there's something like that, you'll get a notice. And, every time we do maybe a spontaneous live or a spontaneous extra project that we're showing, or some tips or tricks or whatever, you'll get a notification that that's posted on there. And of course, everything saves. Everything will be saved on there. Okay, let's see. Florida, Sandy, hello. Warmer Florida today than yesterday. Okay, let's see. Will Bible journaling be on YouTube? Yes. Yes, it will. Absolutely. It'll be under Art Impressions. Yes, watercolor, and for now, it will always be on the watercolor Facebook group and the new one, both, and the YouTube channel. And then eventually, probably we will switch over, but not for a while. But for sure, we will be doing both. Let's see. Julie says, good morning. Just got home from my daughter's and leaving again on Sunday. Last trip, then get back to AI that I love. Julie, we will be anxiously waiting your return. So are you flying or are you driving? I know, I believe your daughter's in California, and Julie is now in Oregon with us. So are you headed down to California, and are you driving? Let's see. Peggy was watching from the car. She's watching on the car now and was on yesterday. Wow, this is awesome, you guys. Just to catch us wherever you are. I love that. Isn't just like technology amazing? I mean, and we were just talking about this. I was talking to my granddaughter about this, and she thinks I'm so old, and I am. But she can't wrap her brain around the fact that, we didn't have a phone. We didn't have a phone. We had to go to the theater to watch a movie. Like, so much has changed. And remember those giant cameras, video cameras that sat on your shoulder? Do you guys remember those? Huge, huge video cameras. Now we have it on our phone. Like, they can't relate to what it was back then in the dark ages. So it's just great that you guys can be on with us in the sky or in your car or just wherever. So just awesome. Let's see. Kathy Akers is on. Hello, Kathy. Sandy from Arkansas. The leaves are at their peak colors. I bet it's beautiful there. Absolutely beautiful. It's beautiful here too. Oregon in the fall is just absolutely beautiful. Dana is on. Dana is in the house. All right. Good to have you on, Dana. Good morning. Shirley from Montreal. Good to have you. And Ruth Ann is in the house. Hello, Ruth Ann. Good to have you. Shirley, hello. We've got about 10 inches. Oh my gosh, Shirley. 10 inches of snow already in November. Oh, wow. Wow. Well, it's a good day to be inside with us. Shirley, just, you know what? Get your slippers on and get a cup of hot tea or coffee and get in front of your fireplace. That's what I say. Tony, hello. Good to have you. Let's see. Jane. She says, okay, thank you, Bonnie. Confused is my middle name. Same. We have the same middle name. Both of us do. Confused and questioning look. I have the questioning look on my face all the time. And what was that again? And what was I doing? Oh, my word. Let's see. Diane Mason. She says, so excited for the throwback set. Missed out on the 2019 class exclusive. This set reminds me of that set. Oh, Diane, it's so good to have you on. Diane is just a fabulous artist. She is, wow. I'm a fan of Diane. I'm one of her biggest fans. She is an amazing artist. And it just keeps getting better and better all the time. She's just amazing. We have got some talent out here, you guys. And I've seen your work. I've seen a lot of your work. Amazing. Let's see, the Flower Cart exclusive. I think it was 2019. You know, it might have been 2019. Good question. Let's see. I lost my place. Okay, Charlene says, I wish you would do windmill stamps. Charlene, that is on my list. So, keep your eyes open for that. I've had multiple people ask me for that. And so I will, you guys request that. I keep that on my list. So stay tuned. Stay tuned for that. Let's see, Dorothy from Saskatchewan. Hello, welcome. Let's see, Dana. Yep, I already said hi to you, and I'll say hi to you again. Hello, Dana. She says, good to be here. I'd love to watch. Dorothy, we've had snow, which has all melted already. Good deal. Let's see. You look good with flowers, Charlene. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, let's switch over and let's get on to our project. So I'm going to switch my camera over and we are going to do this little project today. So this is the one from yesterday. If you guys missed out on this one, check it out. It will live on our Facebook page and our YouTube page, and you can check this one out. So this was a really fun one, and let me show you the set. So let's just move all of these things kind of out of the way, and then we'll get to our project. But here is what the throwback is for those of you who were not on yesterday or missed out on this. So this is the official throwback set, and it comes with these two pieces that can switch out. And you can see on the sample that it's the pots. That's the one that we did. That's the one that we did yesterday. These three little pots that are just stamped on here. And then the little awning, that's separate also. So you can move it up or down or leave it off completely if you don't want to add the awning on here. And then it also has these other two little pots right here. So these can switch out. We're going to do this one because it fits in the little bonus exclusive. This one right here. So it fits right in here. So this will fit right inside this wagon. This is it right here. And we're going to do this little project. Then we're going to add these little balloons to it. So we're going to do that too. And then it also comes with these little banners. And the little banners just connect to the awning. So you can see they're staggered a little bit. They just fit right here next to the awning. And they can just swing out. You can also put them on the wagon or on the little trike. Also, let me just scoot this over. How to get off the screen here. So with the official set, this one, you get a free gift. And here's the free gift, this little sandwich sign that is so cute. It's going to be really cute next to any of these things because you can just put any kind of special little note on it. It'll be so cute with any of your floral watercolor projects. Diane says blushing. Diane, all true. All true. We are so thankful to have Diane on our design team. She's amazing. Anyway, you will love this. This is free. You don't have to order this. This comes free as our gift to you for purchasing the throwback set. So this is the free gift here. And then there's also 2 little bonus ones. And I love doing these now, you guys, because some of these little things that I bring back are too small to be in a set by themselves. So I just kind of throw them in. And some of them just are with the set. So you can see the 3-wheeled bike here. I just added a 3-wheeled little bike here. And I think this one's so cute. For a little kid's birthday, just tie the little balloons on it, put the little sandwich sign next to it, and it'll be so cute. And then the little wagon, this one. So another little wagon, just a little miniature size of this one. And this is the exact size of these things. So here is the size of that little sandwich board. And then here is the size of the wagon, this one right here. So let me just measure these. I don't know if I did this yesterday, but let's just measure this. This is right about 2 inches by about 2.5. So 2.5 inches tall by 2 inches wide. And this one is about 2 inches also, and about 1 3/4 inch tall. And then if you add the little balloons to it, that'll make it taller too. But isn't this just so cute? Just a simple little card for baby shower even. Or just a cute little card. And then it says the sentiment that comes in here, we just had to add this. It says, let the good times roll. Is that just so cute? It fits with any of these, let the good times roll. So any of these little projects you can make with this set, with these sets. So let me set this aside. So here is this one. And then these both are available. And then here is the little promo one that we brought back. So this time it's the pig, EF1125, the little pig. These are the promo stamps that were given as a promotion, a thank you for your purchase. And they would be a limited offer only. So only available for a year or maybe 6 months. And then they go away. And we bring them back because so many of you collect them. And so this is the one we're bringing back, this one from a few years ago. And she is back and ready to just be in her little muddy puddle. And wouldn't that be cute? And just splatter a little mud on her and she would just be so cute, just in heaven. Dorothy says, so much cuteness. Thank you, Dorothy. Thank you so much. Lori says, what are the measurements on the freebie sign? Okay, let me tell you what those measurements are. So it is about 1 inch wide from the back piece, and then it is about 1 inch and probably, let's see, 1 inch, almost 1 inch and 1 3/8, 1 inch and 3/8. So not quite 1.5 inches. And then I tied the little balloons to it. The little balloons are really, really versatile to tie onto anything. And actually, we're going to make this wagon and we're going to tie the balloons onto it. So it's so easy to do that. Just tie them on, put a little bow and put a little string, and they're so cute. So we're going to do that today. Okay. And be sure to comment, you guys, if you would want to win any of these. I'll be giving this one away that I did yesterday. So be sure to put that in the comments. Jody, hello from Illinois. Good to have you on. Thanks for saying hi. Awesome. All right, so we're going to get to our project. This one is stamped in the 2 colors. So the dark blue and the brown is stamped in these 2. Now the balloons, if you are going to do them in a bright color, you can stamp them with the ink pad. So that is the shadow gray permanent ink pad that's on our website. It's I think it's called Shadow Gray. I think it's the only one we have on our website. So it's permanent ink. You can use that permanent ink and stamp these, and then you will have no bleed lines with it. So, but the rest of this I would do in the 2 colors. So that is the dark blue, the 565, and then right over the top, the dark brown, the 969. And then these are rubber. These are all rubber. So you want to stamp them off twice before you stamp it onto your canvas. Okay, so let's zoom in so you can see what's happening here. And then I've got my palette and my colors. So we're going to add some color to the palette since we're going to be doing a lot of coloring with this little wagon. And let's see, can I fit that little wagon? And where did I put it? You guys, where do things go? Here they are. Here it is. Let's put this over here, kind of out of the way so that you can see where we're going. And I'm going to show you how to make these little wooden wheels. So they can be any kind of wheel on here. They don't have to be wooden, but wooden wheels are so cute and super easy to make. So we're gonna make those today on this wagon. Okay, so we're gonna add some color. Here's our wagon color, the 312. So let's just get this into the screen here. And this is just a really pretty kind of it's a greenish blue, so it's not really teal because it's more green, but it's just a beautiful color. It's just a beautiful color. And of course you can do your wagon whatever color you want. You can make it a little red wagon also, which would be so cute. All right, so let's get some purple on here. We're gonna add some purple. We're going to add some green. So this is 249, and what is the color of that purple? Is 636. 636, and of course you can change this up. If you're making this for a little boy or a little girl, you can change up the colors however you want, or you can make it for an adult as well and put that cute sentiment on it. That is so cute. Let the good times roll. I just think that's so cute for anyone. Okay, let's see, what other colors do we need? We need the blue. So this is the 555 that we've been using. This is such a pretty color. So 555 with that one. And then we need some brown for the wheels. So we're going to use the 947. 947 on those. And then we need some pink. We need some pink frosting on the cake. So let's see if we got room for this one. So this is 703 on that. And let's just zoom out a little bit. Might need more space on the palette. Let's see, what other colors do we need? We need a little of this blue for the shadow. So not the 555, but the 565. So let's just put this in over here. And then we'll just move this over a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're gonna start out just by, like we always do, pulling a little bit of the color out of the lines. And where did I put my brush, you guys? Okay, where did that go? Okay, well, we're just gonna have to improvise with something else here. Okay, well, we're gonna use this one. So you guys haven't seen this brush in a really long time. This is the drawer. So we're gonna use this one because I misplaced my brush. In the 5 minutes that I went from being on Instagram to coming on with you guys, I've misplaced my brush. Jane, this is what I mean, Jane, by the state of confusion all the time. So we're gonna be using a connoisseur, which I absolutely love these brushes and wish we could still get them, but we can't, and we try all the time, and they're just nowhere. But I have always been partial to these brushes. So we're gonna use this one today, and we're just gonna drag some of the color out. Now, when you stamp it off twice, you don't have a ton of color in here left, and that's okay, because we're gonna be adding lots of color to this. And I'm just, I'm pulling that shadow out where I think it would be the darkest. So under anything that looks like a lip, anything that looks like this is going to have a shadow underneath it. And that's just going to bring it forward. And as far as the little presents and stuff go, we can kind of leave these pretty light. I'm just going to go under this frosting here because that's going to come forward. The frosting is going to come forward from the cake. So we're going to create a little shadow underneath there. And then the balloons, we'll just get a little bit of a shadow in here. A little bit like that. And then we can see where we're going here as far as the making this three-dimensional. It's amazing how it just changes it. Doesn't that just change it from a flat image? Oh, Dorothy says red for the wagon handle and the bow. Yes, Dorothy, thank you for that. Yes, we need some red on here. 856 is what I'm using. 856. Okay, thank you for that. Do you see any other colors I need, you guys? What else am I missing? I think we're good. All right, so let's start by adding color. So let's add some color to the wagon. Let's get started with that first. And we're just gonna apply this color to the wagon. And when you're doing a straight edge like this, you don't have to worry about a highlight. There's no highlight on something that is straight like this. The only thing that we would want to do is anything that's kind of going back in the distance, that's going to be just a little bit darker. So this side of the wagon is going to be just a little darker than the front. So we're just going to come in here and we're just going to add a little more color to this side. And you can see that kind of pushes it back, and you can see the perspective. Now what's happening is the point is coming forward. So the angle. And it just, if you just remember to do that, your eye will see it and just know that it's right. It'll just know that it's right. You don't even have to know why. If you just remember to do it. Okay, let's go on to the little wheels. And remember, when you're coloring, everything is in its section. So you never want to cross any lines. Never, ever. Never cross any lines. Just keep everything in its own section. And just add that color. Get this little wheel back here. And then these little rounded wheels, there's going to be a highlight on the top. These are going to be just a little bit lighter, and we just want to see a little highlight because this is a rounded, a rounded object, the wheel. And so we're going to just see a little bit of a highlight. Now, not on this one. This one is way in the background, so we're not going to see that there. But all these little things make a difference. Now, if the highlight is on the top, the darkest area now is on the bottom. That means we want to come in here and we want to make this darker down below. That's kind of out of the reach of the light. So it's going to be darker down below. And all these little things, you guys. So you're taking a flat image and you're making it three-dimensional and you're making a watercolor painting. And when you do these little things, that's what you get. You get a watercolor painting and something that's three-dimensional. So we can really go dark underneath these little wheels. Okay? And then we'll come back to these because we're gonna make these into little wooden wheels. So let's take some of the red and we'll get these little brackets here. And you could use your little brush if you wanted. However, I don't know where my brush is, so and my little one either. Guys, this is concerning. Very concerning. Tell me that you guys do these things too. Make me feel better. Okay, see the highlight here on these little areas? If you don't absolutely have to have a highlight, but it will make it more interesting and it will make it not look like it's flat. Dorothy says, looks good for the color palette. Okay, Dorothy, we're good to go. Oh, you guys are helpful. Thank you so much. We have to help each other. So again, with the red, we have to do a couple of coats of the red to get it really dark. And we might just go over it again, but anytime you can add just a little white highlight somewhere, you're going to be happier with how it turns out. And then up here underneath, this area underneath, this is always going to be darker as well. And on the side. Okay, so now let's see, what should we do now? Let's go on to the little cake, and we're going to add some pink frosting here to the cake. I always envision pink frosting whenever I watercolor anything. I don't know what that is. I don't know that I would prefer pink frosting on anything, but I just do. I just automatically make the frosting pink. And then usually I make the cake chocolate. That I know why. Chocolate cake would be my favorite. But the pink frosting is kind of a mystery. Dorothy says, I'm forever misplacing stuff I had in my hand. Yes, sometimes it's in the other hand. Oh my gosh, Dorothy. I do that too. I do that with my phone. Oh my. You know what? We have to laugh at ourselves, because if we don't, then we're crying. Julie, thanks for being on with us. She says she has to get to work. So thanks for joining us. And we'll see you on the replay. Pink frosting is appealing. Yes, Dorothy, it is. Maybe it's just the color that I like, And you can see on this one, I left the cake white. So let's do the chocolate cake on this one, just to kind of change it up. It's so much easier to color with a brush because you don't have to worry about the marker lines, And before I started doing this, I was always looking for lighter colors of markers, and they were always too dark because I would try to go direct to the canvas with the pen, and it's too hard because they're just too dark. So you have to have really, really light colors in order to do that. And so I was always looking for lighter colors markers. And then, and this is also why I just stick to watercolor. I tried Copic markers, the alcohol-based ones, and I just was a fail at it. That's why I'm so in awe of all of you who are so proficient at using these markers. I'm so in awe. And some of our design team are incredible Copic artists, just incredible. They just get it. They get it. And I think if you took a class and understood like maybe the numbering system and how the pens work, I think that would probably make a difference. But I'm so infused with watercolor, it's just the way I think now. So it's like hard to teach an old person something new. Okay, so I'm just coloring. You guys, you can, color this up whatever colors you want to use, depending on the person that you're sending it to. And you can make it all bright, or you can make the colors just really, kind of subdued. And keep to a really simple palette. Okay, so we got the blue. Let's see, we need the purple. So we'll get this in here. Get these little bows in. And then let's do the little stripes. Anywhere you can put a pattern is going to be a win. Anytime you can break up your painting is going to be a win. Okay, so let's do the red on here. So we've got all the bright colors. And let's get the bow. And just, you know, if you can get a little highlight in there, that's going to be a win, you know, at the top, because you can see this is just rounded, the top of this little bow. So if you can get that little highlight in there, that's good. And then let's get these little, the wheel, what are these little things called? Bolts. We'll get those red. And then let's do the balloons. So what color? Let's do these purple. And these, of course, are going to have a highlight. And you can, you know, obviously change up the colors on this too. And just leave that little highlight on there. This one's kind of tucked into the back a little bit, so it doesn't really have too much of a highlight, but we could just kind of put one down here, down below. And then just go over it again, because the highlight, you know, the light is coming straight down. So when the light's coming straight down, it's going to be darker on the bottom. So we're going to just make another pass here down on the bottom and make sure that area is darker. And then just kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay, so now let's see, what do we need to do? We need to get some grasses in and some sky in. So let's take a little bit of this blue and we'll just get a little more water on here. And if you do what I just did and you just get a little too dark of a color on, just add a little water to it. And as far as the sky goes, you know, don't overthink that. Just get a little bit of blue in the background. And then we're going to add just a little bit of this green. And we're just going to kind of brush this in a little bit in the background. We'll get a little under here. Just be careful you don't touch these lines and bleed out the color, especially the red. And just going to fill in just a little bit of color back here. Like so. And then let that dry just for a little bit. I'm just going to make sure this is really dark here and then dark back in here. Okay, so while that's all kind of drying, let's get the twin tone and get it in the details, and then we're going to do these little wheels. So let me just zoom in so you can see what I'm doing with the wheels. So I've got my brown twin tone, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to darken it around these little bolts and get this a little darker in here. Especially in the background. And then we're just going to make a few little rounded lines here, you know, like what you would see on a tree. Just some little rounded lines like that. And then just every here and there, we're going to just make some lines. And maybe we make some bigger lines like this. And then continue that line into the center. See, just like that. So any of these little cracks, just kind of continue them in. Some of these little cracks can be bigger. Like so. And that's it. That's all you have to do. And then let's just kind of darken this in here. And then underneath here. We'll just make this a little bit darker. And a little darker inside the wagon. Okay, and let's see. We've got this darker now, or we've got this dry now, so we're going to go a little darker underneath the wagon. So we're just going to pick up a little darker color like this, and we're just going to get this area inside here. We'll just darken that area a little bit. And then we'll come in with little grasses, these like this, and we'll switch out the color to the 177. And we'll just kind of walk this grass down a little bit. Put a little bit in front, and then maybe just a little bit in here. And just pull that color back and then pull it forward. So you're kind of dragging that color down, but you're also dragging those lines outside of the lines. Just pull that color up and out. Okay, just like that. So easy. And I'm going to take my red, and I'm just going to darken this area in here and put the lines in with my bullet tip. So, and then let's see, what do we need to do? We got the sky in. We're going to add the white paint. Let's put the little strings in for the balloons. So we're just going to attach these to the wagon, like so. And just put them like that. And we can just make a few little details in the cake. Like so. Okay, so let's make these little wicks. And I should have grabbed the yellow because we could put just a little yellow flame on here. So let's get the white paint. And we're going to add some details. So let's move this out of the way. I'm going to just get my brush wet and then kind of mix up my paint a little bit so it's not too thick. Just like this. Just add the, a little bit of water till you kind of get it the right consistency for what you want to do. And I'm going to just add a couple of lines in here, and then I'm going to just add a little heart. And then let's do that again. like so. And then we have some little dots on the package. Like this. And maybe we've got some little dots on there. And maybe some little florals. Just kind of in the grass. And here's where you could add your, you know, if you're missing a highlight, you can just add a little highlight back in here. If I can make this heart a little better. Diane says, your wagon wheels look fabulous. I must try this. They're so easy. Diane, you can do it. I know you could do it. Yeah, they're super easy to do. And it just kind of changes everything up. And just gives you a new look. And a little more detail. Okay, you guys. I think we are finished with this little project. I will sign it and add it to the little projects that are going to be given away. Try these little wooden wheels, you guys. They're so fun. They're fun. And there we go, you guys. Okay, so let me zoom out. And let me go over this throwback again. So here's a project from yesterday. Here's the one from today. So check out this one if you hadn't had a chance to look at this one. This one is on YouTube and Facebook. So check that out. And here are the sets in the release. And this is available until tomorrow at midnight. And then tomorrow at midnight, these all go away. Samantha says, love this, please, can I win it? You will absolutely be in the drawing, Samantha. And Leah is so good about picking winners. Okay, so this is the official throwback set. It's the cart. The cart is separate, and then the canopy is separate. And then it comes with the balloons and the presents and the pots and the little banner. So I put those three together. So I have the pots in here. I have the little cart, and I have the balloons and the canopy. So you can kind of mix it up however you want to. And then with this, you get a free gift, and that is this little sandwich board right here. So you can write a personal little note or put some balloons on it, make a little announcement. I think that would be so cute with anything. So this comes as a free gift for you for purchasing this stamp set, the throwback. And then these are the bonus ones. So here is the little trike. This is the little trike, and here is the stamp. This is the actual size of it right here. It's very similar to the size of the wagon. It's really similar to that. So the two of them together actually would be really cute too. Putting these together, and try different colors, you guys, because that would be really cute to make that wagon red with the wooden wheels. I think that would be really cute. Here is the wagon 6149, the trike 6148, and the throwback 6147. And then this is the little promotion stamp that we are bringing back, and it is EF1125, the little pig. So check those out. They are all available on our website until tomorrow at midnight. So let me switch back over so that I can say goodbye to you. And you guys, I'm going to be on Instagram with a teaser before my lives now. So if you have Instagram and you follow us on Instagram, you can see me on live before you see me on live. So we'll see how that goes. We're going to try that out, and I think it'll be fun to do a little teaser, and you can kind of get an idea of what's coming up. So Thank you for being on with me yesterday, many of you. Thank you for being on with me today, many of you, and tomorrow. So 3 days in a row for some. I'll be in tomorrow. I'll be on tomorrow at 9 o'clock Pacific time, a.m. So join me if that is something that you're interested in. Would love to have you on with us. So I will see you in the morning, all of you. Thank you so much for your encouragement. Thanks for being on with me. We appreciate you guys so much. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see some of you in the morning.